Okay, the first one. Using the formula quadratic to solve each equation, giving your answer as simply as possible in terms of the software approximate. That's quite easy. The first one, you have to define the which is A, B, and C, and after that you combine to the formula quadratic equation. And for example, I got A. The question A, you will have here the A equal to 1, B equal to 4, and C equal to 1. So remember about the delta. Delta will be equal to B squared minus 4AC. It means 4 squared minus 4, 1, and 1. This 12 is greater than 0, so the value of h will be h1 minus b plus square root of delta divided by 2a. So this means minus b plus square root of 12 divided by 2a. This means 2 times with 1. And then you will got that the minus 4 plus with 2 square root of 3 and 2 times with 1. You can rewatch my video about the power number to understand why you can take square root of 12 equal to 2 times with the square root of 3. So after that we divide by 2. It means the minus 2 plus square root of 3. And quite easy to understand about the h2 minus b minus square root of delta divided by 2a, and minus b minus 12 divided by 2. So we will got the final result of h2 here is minus 2 minus square root of 3. Question B. You got that a equal to minus 1 because the number of times with the second degree variable have to be equal to a, and b is 8 and c is 4. But before you want to solve this one, I want you to rearrange the variable. The first have to be the the highest degree. It means minus t squared plus 8t plus 4 equal to 0. So you will have a delta will be equal to b squared minus 4ac. It means the s squared minus 4, a is minus 1, and c is 4. So take carefully, very carefully about this number is minus 1 is not only 1. So when you take the minus times with the minus, you will get plus. So s squared 64 plus will be equal to 18. That's right. I think so. Yes, 18. So it's greater than 0. So h1 will be equal to minus b. It means the minus 8 plus square root of 80 divided by 2a. It means the 2 minus 2b minus 2. So first one I will take it minus b minus 8 plus with the square root of 4 times with 20 minus 2 minus 8 plus 2 square root of 12 and minus b. And then you divide all of them, divide by minus 2, which means this is 4 and this is minus square root of 12. So very easy to find the h2 will be and this one has to be the final result is plus square root of 12, 20. Okay, question B. Question C. The number of A is 1, B is minus 20, and the last one, the C equal to 91. So delta will be equal to B squared minus 20 squared minus 4AC. What is A? 1, C 91. Okay. So 400 minus 4, 6, and 3, and 3. So this is 6, this is 3. That's all. Okay. Greater than 0. So you have the two solution. H1 and minus b is mean the 20 plus square root of 6, 36, and 2a is mean 2. So 12, 20 plus 6 divided by 2, so you will got the 13. So A2 will be the 12 minus square root of 36 divided by 2. So you will got the 7. Okay, that is 7. Question C. Very easy because the value of the delta is a perfect square number. About D. Delta will be b square minus 4ac. And b square is mean 2 square minus 2a and c. C here is minus 7. It's not only 7, it's minus 7. Minus time with minus in b plus. So you got the square root. Yeah, 31, 32. Okay, so this one we'll have to h1 minus b plus square root of delta divided by 2a. It means minus b is a minus 2 plus square root of the 32 divided by 2a. So I will separate the 32 here equal to 4 times with 8. For easy to separate the perfect square number. So minus 2 plus 2 times with square root of 8 divided by 2. So minus 1 plus square root of 8. And in the same way with the h2 minus b minus square root of delta divided by 2a and be equal to minus 1 minus square root of 8. Okay, I hope you can understand because this technique very important for another exercise. Okay, question E. Rearrange first before you do anything. So the delta will be the 18 square minus 4ac. So what is the value when you take the 18 times it? Yeah. So this one will be equal to 4, 2, and 3 minus 24. So it will be equal to this way. Let me check again. First one and 19. Okay, I write. So this delta will be greater than 0. So A1 will be equal to minus b plus the square root of the delta and divided by 2. So I separate this one equal to 4 times with 75. Too easy to calculation. Yes, it is minus 9 and plus with square root of the 75. And A2 will be equal to minus 18 minus square root of the 300 and divided by 2. This one is minus 9 minus square root of 75. Okay, question E is not too difficult. Question F. This seems like the f have another form, the quadratic equation. So, but when you look carefully, you will easy to transform the value, the function of f equal to the quadratic equation. For example, I will expand this first. Expand the bracket first and rearrange them. Change the position from the 5 here, we come to the minus 5 here, equal to 0. So the delta will have the minus 5 square minus 4a and minus 5c. So 25 you have here and you plot with the 20. So you got the 45 greater than 0. You have two solutions. The first one is m1. Minus b is mean 5. Plot with the square root of the 45 and divide by 2a is mean 2. And the m2 will be equal to 5 minus divided by 2. Okay, another form. So let's practice with the remaining question about the G8 and S question in here. So I hope you can do it by yourself. Take care about the calculation. Check again about by calculator. or compare with your partner or your or your teacher. Okay. Question 3, another question. This is beyond the technique of calculation. You have the graph in here. The diagram showing the curve with the equation y equal to 2x squared minus x plus 3. Find and simplify the exactly coordinate of the point where the curve crosses the x-axis. Okay, when the curve crosses x-axis, it means you have to find the coordinate of this point and this point. And this point and this point we call it the x-intercept. And the x-intercept will be defined if y equal to 0. So I have to put the function y have to be equal to 0. So this one will be changed become to the quadratic equation. So quadratic equation you have to find the delta first. The delta here is b squared minus 4ac. It means the minus s squared minus 4a and c. 64 and this is 8 and 24. So this one is the 40. This one is 40, so the x1 has to be equal to minus b plus square root of delta divided by 2a. Minus b you will have here is 8. Square root of delta it means the square root of 14 here, and the power 2a it means 4. So this is 4, it means you can simplify this. Four times 10 divided by 4. So this is okay. Okay, this is 2 plus with square root of 10 divided by 2. And the h2 will be the minus b minus square root of delta divided by 2a, and 8 minus divided by 4, it means 2a. Square root of 10 divided by 2. Okay, we finish this question. And there's the h1 here is the first here it has to be less than this value, so this one has to be the value of h here is the 2 minus square root of 10 divided by 2. So this one is the 2 plus with the minus of 10 divided by 2. Okay. State the condition for which root for the equation ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0 are real and distinct. Real and distinct is means you have the delta have to be greater than 0. So b squared minus 4ac have to be greater than 0. Question B, real and equal, is mean you will have the repeated solution and delta have to be equal to 0, and b squared minus 4ac will be equal to 0. No real number is mean delta less than 0, b squared minus 4ac less than 0. So this question quite easy. Recording. By evaluating the discriminant, determine whether the root of h equals are real and distant, real, equal, or not real. Okay, this question is not short, quite so much. Okay, let's check. Question A. First one you have to define delta first. B squared minus 4ac, 4ac minus 7. Take care about the minus time with minus. 4 plus 28. So the delta is greater than 0. So you will have a real and distinct. Real and distinct. Okay, this the question don't tell you, don't ask you to solve exactly the value of x. Just define delta and tell about the solution of this function. Okay, question B. b square minus 4ac is 1 square minus 4ac. So 1 minus 11. This discriminant is less than 0. So this is no solution equation. Question C. You have a delta E be equal to minus 4 square minus 4ac. So 16 minus 20. This one is minus 4, less than 0. So this function have no solution. Question D. Delta is a minus 6 square minus 4ac. This means 36 minus 12 and 24 greater than 0. So real and distinct solution. Question E. Delta will be equal to b square. This means this one square minus 4a and c. 14 times with 14. Let's check with me. 6, 5, 4, 1. Is that right? Okay, right. So 196 minus 6 here. Is that 6? Okay, 6. And remember 3. Remember 3. Okay, special case. The value of the delta equal to 0. So you will have real and equal solution or repeated solution. Okay, this is question E. Continue question F. The delta will be equal to minus 9 square minus 4a and c. 81 with the minus to 8. Remember? Yes, so 3. Okay. Sorry, I have no calculator in here. 91 is here. Okay, this one is greater than 0. So you will have the real and distinct. Question J. Rearrange first, and it's become to the ax square minus bx plus bx plus c equal to 0. So define delta first. B square minus 4a and c. So minus is minus is plus. So until now you don't need to work out exactly the value of delta because it's sure that the delta have to be positive. So you will have the real and distinct solution. Okay, continue with the remaining question. So just define the you have to take the exactly formula about the delta and determine whether delta positive, negative or equal to 0. So you have to conclusion about the solution of quadratic equation. Okay, that's quite easy.